So you went viral for saying that going to school recitals and being at every little event is a white man's thing.
Yeah.
How do your kids feel about that?
This is the thing, right? If you are trying to change the world as a man that got a purpose that God gave you, it's no way you're going to make time for that.
Right.
And it could be the most insensitive thing to say, but that's actually the role of the mother.
Right.
That's a part of raising the child in the home, right?
Right.
And school and nurturing them to become an adult to where they can now be out there changing the world.
Right.
It's actually precisely the opposite. The reduction of men to providers is the real white man's thing, and there's many thousands of tribes in Africa that contradict Akon's example, but I'll give you two right quick. The Nyamwezi of Tanzania believe in the role of fathers in nurturing. From birth, Nyamwezi men are responsible for teaching emotional regulation and cultivating discipline. Then there's the Himba fathers of the Congo who act as mediators between siblings. They're also responsible for maintaining oral traditions through proverbs and parables told to children to cultivate them morally. So Akon is catastrophically wrong about this, but a lot of brothers is on the same timing. And why is that? Before the Industrial Revolution, Westerners lived in extended families, similar to black folks on the continent. The extended family democratized decision-making, distributed wealth, and stabilized society. But industrial capitalism at the turn of the 19th century incentivized these individuated households, disassociated from the broader family tapestry. Specifically, urbanization placed man as the sole bearer of the economic weight of his now nuclear family. Objectification of labor was easier committed against the black family, already fractured by the slave trade, with black men in more desperate need of resources. And this brings me to what in the black radical tradition we call the crisis of alienation. This is when the worker's social role is reduced down to the market value he represents, and his relationship to the means of production becomes his only identity. In The Wretched of the Earth, Frantz Fanon wrote, quote, "The capitalist society is a world divided into compartments. It breaks down the traditional extended family and leaves the individual utterly isolated. The native is forced into a state of permanent nervous tension, alienated from his neighbors because capitalism teaches that the other man is a competitor for the crumbs of the master's table." End quote. As the market demands it, man is more disassociated from his family, his community, and his true self. For generations now, that market pressure has persisted and culminated in brothers who are willing to shed their humanity to meet the financial needs of their families. Ironically, these are the same pressures that incentivize our women to further fracture the black family for accrual of private property, not recognizing or valuing black men's immaterial contributions. And it's a shame that some of us conceive of our manhood as the ability to pay for things, when in reality, black men are more than that. And we always have been.
For more revolutionary black masculinist content, support the Black Male Journal. All right.